Okay, I wanted to apologize to the four people that had to see my video yesterday. I was very angry in how President Biden stereotyped the MAGA movement as being a threat to America. And while I believe my anger is very justified, I do not believe that my expression of anger on YouTube is the appropriate thing to do, right? It's more of a internal frustration, and that is why I made that video. But I have since unlisted that, so you can no longer see that. So again, my heartfelt apologies if you had to listen to my rant, which was very intense for me. So. And why did I do that? Well, when I woke up this morning after having posted that, I just didn't feel right about it. And I had to read the greatest book ever written, according to me, um, The Emperor's Handbook by Marcus Aurelius, where um, he has a philosophy here that does not call for outburst, especially in public. Okay, if those are feelings that I have, uh, we all have them. I need to deal with those in a more personal way and not a public way, a private way, not a public way. So, okay, do I need to say anything about President Biden and his stereotype? I do, because he's stereotyping us. I'm MAGA. I'm a proud MAGA. Okay, because I believe that we do need to make America great again. I do not believe in open borders. I do not believe in gender mutilation of our children. There's just a long litany of things that I am in disagreement with the Democrat Party. They claim to own the values of America, and they do not. Okay, and if we just sit by idly and allow them to do it, then our entire country is doomed. Okay, there's no good that can come from a amoral society. Okay, that's like Rome. That's how Rome fell. And if there are any progressives or Democrats that doubt that, I suggest that you study Roman history. Okay, we are not. If we fall into debauchery, we're done. That's it. Okay. Now I know some of you might appreciate that, especially the Antifa, the anarchists that want to destroy this country, who all happen to be Democrats. They vote Democrat. They're part of the Democrat establishment. Okay. And one thing, while it's on my mind, I just have to say this. Okay. The Democrat Party was founded in 1828. Okay. They fought to keep slaves, and they are still called the Democrat Party. Think about that. Okay, in an age where they tear down statues and they destroy emblems and everything, they are still allowed to exist as the Democrat Party. Enough of that. I've spoken about that before. Okay, so enough of President Biden's wrong stereotype. Okay, we are not the equivalent of Nazis, right? We love our country. And the recent MAGA shooter in New Mexico, because he had a MAGA hat, and I believe that he, it was probably a legitimate MAGA type thing, only in the idea, which he radicalized, okay? The vast majority, 99% of MAGA, is not about that. And you need to understand that. So you need to break the stereotype that President Biden is throwing on us, which I believe is very intentional. I believe the FBI instigated January 6th to get people to go into the Capitol. Various videos support that. And we are being fed a lie about January 6th. The vast majority of people on January 6th were peaceful protesters. You don't hear that, okay? You had some that were drawn in, and you had others that went there to cause trouble. And the people that went there to cause trouble, much like Antifa is on the left, Antifa does not represent the left. And those extremists wearing MAGA do not represent the right. Okay? You need to understand that. We are a lot closer than we realize. It is only our Democrats that and Republicans, our political parties, that divide the people. Okay? And they take these social issues, they magnify them to the degree that we are at one another's throats. It's really sad to see. It really is. So that was my anger. Okay? And I apologize if you had to see that. So, Emperor's Handbook, I highly recommend this. I just want to take a few minutes to just review with you how I approach this book. So I bought this a long time ago. This is a bedside companion. It's in the bathroom. It's everywhere I go when I travel. When I go camping with the family, I have this there. And usually all I do, in the manner that it is written, this is not a story, okay? It's not like a Louis L'Amour or a West Side Story type thing where there's a plot and all that stuff. That's not what it is. These are gems of wisdom. So typically what I do is I'll just flip to a page and I'll read it and I'll meditate on that. And I've done that numerous times on the same meditation because to me it represents a natural wisdom. Now, Marcus Aurelius believed in gods. He believed that emperors were divine. Well, not a deity, but they were there for a reason, right? And he also believed in our connection to nature, which is why I find this book so appealing, because I'm not really I'm not a religious person. If I had to identify being part of a religion in the past, it'd be Christianity and things like that. However, I find more, sustenance through nature. And that's just who I am. I don't care who you are. You're a Muslim, you're a Christian. I don't care. We can get along, have a beer, or just a conversation. As long as we are tolerant of one another, we can be friends, right? And that's kind of how I approach life. And that goes with any religion. You can be a Mormon or whatever, I don't care. We all believe different things. And ultimately, personally, I don't believe anybody's got it figured out, right? I believe that there's just so much to life that we don't understand, that we want to understand it so bad that we adopt these philosophies. And there's nothing wrong with that, So, that's pretty much the content of the video. If you have not got the Emperor's Handbook, please do. Highly recommended. And it's almost like my Bible. I mean, it's not a Bible, but if I were to compare it to other type ideologies or philosophies that are out there that people adhere to, that people go to for enlightenment, then this is my enlightenment. So this is the Cold War Sailor. Have a good day. Out.